Coach Hall again with Sports for Real, and I just wanted to put my 2 cents in about the Super Bowl matchup that's coming up this week. A lot of people are giving the Rams virtually no chance to beat the Patriots because of inexperience. Yes, we see the Patriots every year, but because of that, they don't think that nobody has a chance to beat them, especially Jared Goff, who's been shaky at best at times. But I'm going to show you why the Patriots might just be in a little bit of trouble. First of all, we know Belichick is a great coach, and he comes up with these great game plans, but it's been known about some of his defensive strategies. First of all, he takes his number one cover guy and he puts him on your second receiver. Then he takes his second and third cover guys and put them on your best receiver, with the idea of slowing down your number one receiver, taking away the next best option. If they do that, it's going to be a problem against the Rams, simply because the Rams like to line up in this 3 wide out formation with either a tight end, or they're going to flex him out here. They may even put him all the way out wide like normal. But in a case, it creates a matchup problem for the Patriots. Now here you look at the way the Saints lined up. You got tight coverage here. He's playing off here. Let's assume this is the number one receiver. That's number two. Well, where's the double team going to come from? I think that the linebackers are going to try to take away underneath. Then the free safety has a two-way go over the top. Primarily cheating this way because it's the one receiver side. If he's going to cheat over this way, the Rams like to run verticals out of these formations. If they do that, they're going to have opportunities down the middle, especially if the linebacker's not getting the deep drop. Linebackers generally won't be able to drop too deep because they have to honor the running game. That's one thing that Kansas City doesn't do very well. They get away from it. The Rams, they need the running game to set up that play action pass. So if the Rams are able to run the ball, it's going to be hard for this matchup to continue. Now, one thing about it, if they think that's what they have to do, they're going to stick with that whole game plan all night long. They did it with Tyreek Hill. They stayed on him all night long. Took a while for Kansas City to catch on to what they were doing, but when they finally did, they didn't take advantage of the matchup with the run game. They actually scored too quick. Now the Rams, problem with the running game, we don't know exactly where the production is going to come from. Lately it's been C.J. Anderson, but Todd Gurley is the guy that's expected to give that production. But he's been disappearing lately, and I'm starting to wonder, is the big stage too bright for Mr. Gurley? I hope not. I expect the Rams to be able to run the football, and if they do, it opens up the play action pass, which means these linebackers can't cheat a whole lot, and it's going to open up spaces down the middle, and I think the tight end is going to find some creases in there also, and I also think that the tight end is going to be the most valuable person running routes for the Rams. But it all starts with the running game. If he's going to double that number one receiver, take away the number two, it's going to be dependent on the Rams to get a running game going. And Belichick, he doesn't line up in traditional defensive sets a lot of times. He's trying to take away where you run most effectively all the time. So if you're going to do the same thing, then Rams don't have a chance. But if this guy is creative and innovative like they say he is, then he should be able to come up with something that will knock off the Patriots. Now, I think it's time for the Rams to win the championship. Not only because they're ready, but I think it's time to put the Patriots to bed for a good while now. So, in my opinion, I think that the Patriots dynasty has started with the Rams, and it's going to end with the Rams. So the winner of Super Bowl 53, because they're going to be able to run the ball, is the Rams. Champions, baby.